Hello, Cancer. This is your early April reading. Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see what we have for Cancer. April. Cancer, April. Definitely. Oh boy. Let's see here. Okay. Listen, Cancer. This is a time that you're really re-evaluating your relationship with others. It doesn't matter who they are, to be honest. I think what is valued the most here is honestly the amount of effort that they decide to put into the relationship, right? Doesn't matter what it is, really. It could be work, friends, romantic, it doesn't matter. But one thing is for sure, you're only going to dedicate more of your time, more of your energy towards something that is reciprocal. Okay? You're really keeping, it is keeping tabs, but it's more so analyzing. There's a lot of analyzing when it comes to what are they doing for me, what can they bring to me, to my life. It's not that you're going to be unfair, I don't really feel that, but it's more so, can that add value to me? Will that step me up in some sort of way? I think that some of those situations are beneficial and others are just not. Thankfully, looks like most of them are. But I think the others is just, you're no longer willing to put effort and of your emotions behind that. You know, actually, also, it made you realize how you were doing that to others as well. People are not really comfortable looking into the mirror and really seeing what others see in you. You were very biased when it comes to, and it's not just you, Cancer. I feel like everybody does that, but it's more so looking at the ugly and really accepting that. With the acceptance of it, you start to realize why, certain situations, certain relationships were the way that they were with you, is because that you were doing that to others as well. But I don't feel that this realization is necessarily bad. I think that it is surprising to a certain point, but at the same time, it's very liberating, because then you start to take ownership. Not that you're feeling guilty. It's a little bit different. In fact, I do feel that it does bring a sense of peace and liberation when that realization comes to mind. And then it allows you to release people that are not doing that. But at the same time, you're okay with it. I don't feel that you're mad. I don't feel resentment. I do feel understanding and more so wisdom too when it comes to that as well. Because the thing is, when you, let's just say you give your love to somebody, right? And they don't really give you what you want, you don't have that expectation, and you don't understand why, or you didn't understand why, I feel like now you do. And that makes a difference, because it's a lot easier to let go, right? Because it liberates you than to hold on to it. Trying to fix something that it cannot be fixed. Right now, it's the transitional phase of that. It does, like I said, take some getting used to it, but ultimately it's moving towards a positive place of balance, and really completion in a way. Because then when you have that realization, you're not hostage to anything else or anyone else. And that's what matters the most. Right. Because what matters the most is to truly have a set of individuals, of experiences that are just adding on to your life, that are not taking. And no matter how much you are attached to a particular something or someone, if it's not adding, it needs to go. Because then when you do that, it opens up more space for the ones that are able to add in that to your life. Things that bring you more happiness, are more genuine, and that can fill your cups, whatever that may be. Cups could be whatever makes you happy. It doesn't have to be just romantic. It could be other things. But that's what you want. It's more so, well, how did they say it? Calling a spade a spade. But at the same time, it's just taking ownership and accepting others' actions and moving past that in order to find others that will add on to your life. I get it though. That makes perfect sense. So what's the advice? Okay. I guess we'll take that. Sometimes there is a veil when it comes to exploring really what others' intentions are towards us. And sometimes when we try to sit down and communicate that with one another, it can bring some friction, difference of opinions, difference of where we want to take our lives. What do we believe in? What do we feel strong about? Because then, I mean, honestly, we cannot avoid, I mean, we can avoid the hard conversations, but it doesn't bring us any movement forward. What the advice is even though you know, when you sit down with somebody and you have that conversation, it's not going to be positive, right? There's going to be friction. There's going to be opposition. But at the end of the day, it opens up ways for us to understand one another. And for us to be able to go a little bit deeper when it comes to those conversations. Otherwise, it stays on that energy of passive aggressiveness, of not wanting to say it, but saying it with your energy. Instead, we can avoid that because one, it wastes time. We spend time on nothing, basically. We're not being productive. But eliminates the time frame that you're suffering or the other person, and it puts all the cards on the table. Even if there is an opposition, there is an understanding after the fact, whether it's immediate or after. And that's what you're being called to do. Just at the very least, put the cards on the table, have the understanding. And depending upon what happens, move forward one way or another. Okay? Cancer, if this resonated, like, share, subscribe. And if you want a personal, the link will be down below. Good luck.